I won't keep you all forever, but I want to
Mhm.
ask you about the state of the industry. Um,
Should I quote Kirsten Dunst and just be like, this industry?
this,
This is
yes,
a good industry.
yeah. I also like that quote. No one, what is it? The quote, nobody knows anything or nobody, everyone knows nothing. I can't remember, but like,
William Goldman. Yeah,
yes,
William
that's like
Goldman.
one of my favorites too. But I think the Kirsten Dunst one is good. I don't know you as well, Lovell, but I believe that we would be creating no matter what because it's something we have to do because we aren't whole without it, right? The idea of pitching this TV series or episodic, I would think it's challenging. It's scary, of course it is. But I find it so hopeful. Like I love that you're putting this out there. And I feel like a lot of people who might watch this, my readership is a lot of people who want to be working, people who do work, and then of course the casual observer. So I think like speaking to the person who may be struggling right now, feeling like it's not like, why should I go after my dreams right now? Because everyone is saying everywhere you read, every trade is like Hollywood this, Hollywood that, the industry, Can you give us a little hope for what you might be seeing out there that could help those people want to keep going and achieve their dreams?
I think, like I think that you've got to, like the Stanislavski quote, you've got to love the art in yourself, not yourself in the art. You have to love the work of it. And the play is the thing, the film is the thing. Like that is always the compass that you go back to. And so like, so like I refer to myself as a lifer. Like I am in this for life, through the thick, through the thin, through the good, through the bad, and through all the kind of tidal waves that we're the tides that we're going to go through in this business. That it's like you find ways to work and you get innovative, and that it forces you to get innovative and be creative in how you create work, and who you create it with. And so I'm like love the film, love making film, and if you love making film, you will find ways to make film. You can, like Luca Guadagnino, like I saw him speak with John Waters at P-Town International Film Festival, and he was like, pick up, he's like, it's really like if you have an iPhone, you have a film making tool at your fingertips. Like pick it up and make a fucking film. Like learn how to, cut, learn how to do sound mixing, like learn like all of that is very much at your fingertips. Which I find really inspiring. It's like what are we gonna make when people are not buying? What are we gonna make when people are not giving you money to make something? And so like I get really inspired by that. And so like I'm like love the film, like the film is the thing, the play is the thing, the film is the thing, and so I really live by that.
No, I know Daniel started his answer with a quote. I will start mine with a quote as well. I don't know if anyone has watched The Good Fight, the Christine Baranski show that was the spinoff of The Good Wife. But she's got a great line in the second season where the whole world is falling to pieces around her. And she just looks Alan Alda in the eye and she goes, it doesn't matter if the rest of the world is crazy as long as my little corner of it is sane. And I think it's stuck with me ever since I've seen it because I think just looking over the last, gosh, I was going to say 5 years, but I guess more eight, like just from political instability to COVID to the strikes to everything. It's truly it's Thornton Wilder. It's the skin of our teeth. It's just constantly revisiting it, and I'm like, oh, the world's ending. Great. What's next? Like, I mean, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. When the apocalypse comes, beep me. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but uh, but I think throughout all the kind of turmoil and everything, I think as much as one can find the courage within themselves to say, no, I'm looking for a path to making this. It might take me a while to find the path, but I'm going to keep going looking for the path and being that bloodhound. Because I think for me, ironically enough, when I look at the moments when my career kind of took its biggest steps forward, it was always in the moments when the world was saying that everything was shutting down. It's
Right.
like even during COVID, like in those first couple months of March of 2020, I I'll try to keep this as concise as possible. I had this film I'd produced called Working Man that was supposed to come out March of 2020. theatrically, two cities, did not, came out a month and a half later just on VOD, but because all the film critics had nothing to review, we were suddenly getting these reviews in the New York Times, Washington Post, places that we never would have been reviewed by otherwise because we were such a small movie. And then all of a sudden the movie was just lifting off, getting this coverage, all this stuff. And none of that would have happened after, like, had it not been for COVID. Um, and I think even with Lavender Men, the feature that I have coming out now, like, it was originally a play that was supposed to go up April of 2020. That did not happen. But getting the time to develop the play further to then premiere it in 2022, like, it would never have even occurred to us to have made a film version had we not had that kind of time cooking with it, marinating with it to say, oh, I wonder, what if? And so even just because I simultaneously I have a novel that's coming out next year, that I've truly been writing since 2019, and then we sold last year. But I think, had it been picked up at any point before exactly when it's getting picked up, it might not have found, like, the editor that I have, who is so wonderful. Like, she might not have been at the position to read it exactly when we submitted it. So I think so much of everything is trusting in yourself and trusting the time that it takes is the time that it takes. And that's what's meant to be to set you up for success. Because, like, had Working Man come out earlier, no one would have seen it. It would be a blip on a radar, probably. Had Lavender Men premiered in April of 2020, yeah, we might have had a couple people in the seats whom we knew. We wouldn't have had the LA Times covering it. Um, had
Sorry, that's my dog.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lovell.
Oh,
That's
was
Crazy
it Gracie?
Gracie.
Did I hear Gracie?
That's Crazy
I didn't
Gracie. I love
hear.
it.
But yeah, but all of which is to say, like, I do think everything builds on itself, and the most important thing is just to continue to press forward. So, long-winded answer to say, in short, keep going.
Yeah, beautiful, both of you. Like that was remarkable. That was remarkable what you just said. I appreciate it.
But no, but Brian, thank you so much for giving us this
Yeah.
platform and this chance to chat, and just for your passion and support about our our little film that I cannot believe we are still talking about
I love
Many
6
it.
years after
more
we
to
filmed
many
it.
more.
Yeah, I appreciate it.